I was 14 when the Million Man March happened, as you can see right there in October of 1995. I was 14 years old. And, it was a interesting experience. It was amongst my first marches. Like my parents had taken me to a few things locally, but after the what some call the rebellions, other call the Newark riots, uh, the the uprising, the swelling wasn't particularly as large as it had gotten to in the middle of the 90s. Yet, you want to know what really soured me on it? The next 24 years, man. Every watching, because when it was me, my dad, tons of guys from the church that we went to, all just got on the bus and it was a good time. I knew all these guys, saying reverends and deacons and all these people. It really was a good time. I'm not even gonna front. But what came of it? Because in my estimation, everything's just gotten worse. Everything has really deteriorated to the point where we are now, where we have these outsiders that come in and just take it and run with it, and intersectionality and all that other fun stuff that they love to just, while simultaneously using quote unquote Black Death as a rallying point or a rallying cry. All these years later, and it feels hollow. Feels like it was a waste of time. And that's why when it comes to marches and comes to protest, I am just not all that keen. This right here is a rally that took place against Governor Murphy. I think in front of his hometown. Either ways, they're singing "God Bless America," and salute to you. But the deal is that, well, all of this could have easily been avoided, couldn't it? Have been Murphy people. Like, y'all mad now, but if you'd, but that's the thing. Who can you point this to, huh? Me personally, I look at New Jersey's media. I look at the NJTVs. I look at the NJ.coms. I look at Asbury Park Press. I look at all of, like, New Jersey Advanced Media, the RLSs, all of these different outlets that really decided, hey, yeah, we're going to push this in this way, in this manner, and we're going to make sure that this guy, Phil Murphy, gets in. So it's really hard to put it on the protesters, because just like I did, and I was on YouTube back then sitting there saying, wait, no, but it is what it is. We are where we are. And so, I'm with you in spirit. When it comes to any protest, any peaceful protest, bro, I'm there with you spiritually, but physically, I don't want to waste my gas. And ultimately, every time I go to any type of march or protest, I feel so out of place. I feel like, you know what? Exactly what is my presence here accomplishing? Oh yeah, another face in the crowd, huh? Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm good. Like, if I'm not really feeling just standing around and, oh yeah, we definitely want these things to go. That we definitely do, but without a game plan, I feel like it's a temper tantrum at this point. This is coming to somebody who has marched in one of the largest, if not, I thought it, we really thought it was sincere. I'll put it to you like that. When it comes to the Million Man March, I was there. I was in the crowd. I was seeing my brothers, right? My brothers. I was seeing them. All this blackness. They're soaking it in. But then it got weaponized against this country. And that's the problem. That's the whole problem. This is a young man that got taken down in Atlanta, and so they burnt down the Wendy's. And it's just like, yeah, I saw the fight that him and those cops got into. I can't sit here and be like, oh my goodness, it's such a tragedy. My dude, we all got choices to make. We really do. The thing I was always taught most by my father was, avoidance was better than, than going toe to toe. You know, just figure out a way to work around authority, not opposed to going directly at authority, because it's not a fight you're gonna win. It's not a fight you're gonna win, but so often, and the point is to survive, isn't it? Either ways, guys. I just wanted to, talk about marching and protesting in a video, and why I'm not 100% keen on it. It really feels like a gigantic waste of time, and it's a show of force for forces that I'm not, like, I can't particularly co-sign with. Speaking of marching and protesting, you got when I was working for Working Families, we used to go out and protest not for Murphy, but Christie all the time. And ultimately my question was, hey, I mean, they're used to it. The elected class, the elite class, they used to seeing people sitting there tripping about them. It's kind of why, in many ways, President Trump is actually pretty good at his job, because he's used to it. He knows what it is. There's always tons of people running with their emotions and half-cocked at, something that they heard, because that's how we operate as human beings, right? So, just spending that time there really sours, or can really, really sour the taste in my mouth. Like, just get to work, get to action, do things, Like, I still wonder why, like, I know why these folks are out there, and and I'm 100% with them, but when it comes to the BLM stuff, you gotta wonder why, not why, because we discussed that in the other video, but I'm saying, like, just how long do you think you can keep this up? You can keep these folks operating at an emotional level like this, at this type of emotional level, and you can see it's constant picking. Every time I'm online now, all I'm seeing from many of my counterparts is, oh, well, we have this tragedy over here. We got this tragedy over here. 3 people found hung. Oh my goodness. What's going on with the world right now? And it's just like, yeah, let me see if that appeal for Hillary come through. Like, I'm waiting to see the end result of that appeal, okay? Because that's a little bit more on the important side, and when it comes to a lot of these instances, it's just so, the water is so dark and murky that it pains me to see so many people being used and being misled. And once again, not talking about these folks. Yeah, there's a Trump. So what? It is what it is. This is free speech, right? No one's looting. No one's violent. No one's harming the next person. And that's ultimately what it should be about. Is not, hey, what do I feel for myself, but what do I feel, the empathy that I can feel for the next person to me without jeopardizing my own safety, right? Anyways, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get some thoughts on protesting, as well as, like, what's taking place. I know I've been off site for a whole day, so there may be a little like, hey Jay, what happened yesterday? Well, I ended up, I had a few things to do. So either ways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? What do you think about marching? What do you think about protesting? What do you think, what do you think about just being a face in the crowd? Like, me personally, I've always been, like, weary of crowds, but at the same time, I do enjoy a good group gathering every now and then. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until the next one.